From Jimmy Butler to Lionel Messi, these are a few athletes with the most troubling childhoods. But starting off the video is Simone Biles. Despite having 11 Olympic medals, 7 of which being gold, Simone Biles had a rough start to her life. She was born in Columbus, Ohio to Shannon Biles and Kelvin Clemens. Her father was not present in her life. He reportedly struggled with addiction issues. Biles lived with her mother, who also struggled with drug and alcohol addiction. If that wasn't bad enough, she found herself spending time in and out of jail. As a result, at just 3 years old, Simone Biles, along with her 3 other siblings, were put into foster care. Biles said that later in life she, quote, never really cared to find out who my biological father was, or really gain a close relationship with my biological mom. It was because of her parents' actions that she spent 3 years in foster care, before being finally adopted by Ronald and Nellie Biles, who were her grandparents. Her and her sister, Nadria, moved to Spring, Texas to live with them, while their 2 older siblings stayed in Ohio to live with their father's sister, who adopted them. It was in Texas where Biles was enrolled in a gymnastics class at the age of 6, and the rest is history. Biles says, quote, I'm very grateful for the opportunity and to be adopted by family and have a good head on my shoulders, but also have that guidance, and for them to take such a leap of faith. While Simone Biles has had a wildly successful gymnastic career, it definitely didn't start without turmoil. The next athlete on this list is also known as one of the greatest athletes of all time in their sport, Diego Maradona. Maradona was born in a dangerous area in the outskirts of Buenos Aires, Argentina, known as Villa Fiorito. It's an area prone to violence and drugs, with reports of taxi drivers even being scared to travel there in fear of being robbed at gunpoint. A Spanish journalist from the BBC went to Maradona's hometown and spoke about his observations. Small boxes, surrounded by uneven paving with half-finished fences, were filled with neglected plants. The rubbish bins were parked outside the tired small gardens, and children were kicking a ball about barefoot. Yet, even with the poverty and temptations, Diego Maradona discovered football as an escape from the potential lifestyle of drugs and alcohol. Maradona once said, quote, poverty is bad, it's difficult, I knew it well, you want lots of things and all you can do is dream about them. And those dreams served him well because starting at just the age of 16, he spent 6 years playing on various teams in the Argentine Primera División, or Argentine First Division, before being transferred to Barcelona United for an, at the time, record $7.6 million. Suffice to say, despite Diego Maradona's poverty-stricken childhood, he managed to find a wildly successful career. Before we continue, I'd just like to ask you to subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Now, the next athlete is also a football player, but his childhood was plagued by a very different issue. Lionel Messi, widely regarded as the greatest of all time in football by many people, had a very unfortunate happening during his childhood. Messi was born in the city of Rosario in Argentina. He joined the local Newell's Old Boys football club at the age of 6 and very quickly found success. Interestingly enough, this club was also part of the same league that Diego Maradona participated in when he was young, the Argentine Primera División. During this time, Messi gained the nickname El Enano, or translated as the Dwarf. It wasn't until he was 13 years old, though, that Messi realized this would be a real problem when he was diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency. Growth hormone deficiency, also known as dwarfism, leads to someone having abnormally short stature but with normal body proportions because of insufficient amount of growth hormones in the body. Messi's treatment for dwarfism would cost thousands of dollars, and Lionel Messi's parents weren't particularly wealthy. His father's health insurance would only cover the treatment for 2 years. Messi was stuck in a sticky situation. A great opportunity arose, though, as Messi's talents garnered the attention of FC Barcelona, and after lengthy negotiations, Lionel Messi's family agreed to move to Spain. Once there, Messi struggled with homesickness. Furthermore, Messi was not allowed to play with the other juveniles at Barcelona's Juvenile A team because of his foreign status. Messi was already pretty reserved, but this solitude only led to him being more quiet, so much so that he gained the nickname El Mudo, or translated, the Mute One. Despite this, Messi was able to move up Barcelona's system, Cadet, Juvenile A, Juvenile B, Barcelona C, Barcelona B, on his way up to the top. Meanwhile, Barcelona agreed to pay for Messi's growth hormone treatment, with Messi having to inject his legs every day, but it paid off. Even with a difficult childhood, Lionel Messi became a Barcelona and Argentine legend. The next athlete also had a troubling childhood, but in a different sort of way. Jimmy Butler is an NBA basketball player with many All-Star appearances, All-NBA teams, and All-Defensive teams, an Olympic gold medalist, and has made the NBA Finals 2 times. But this success seems almost impossible when the details of his troubling childhood emerge. When Jimmy Butler was born in the Houston suburb in Tomball in 1989, his father almost immediately abandoned his family. Once he turned 13, his mother abandoned him too. Jimmy Butler recalls that his biological mother said, "I don't like the look of you. You gotta go," when she kicked him out of the house. Butler struggled to survive on his own for many years, trying to stay at friends' homes for as long as he could before having to leave and go to the next friend's house. He finally found luck during the summer before his senior year in high school when he met freshman Jordan Leslie, who liked his play of basketball. They became friends quickly, and Jimmy would spend nights at his house multiple nights at a time. Jordan Leslie's mother, Michelle Lambert, already had 4 kids living in the house, along with her husband's 3 additional children. Lambert's husband told Jimmy that he could stay the night, but only for a night or 2 at a time. Before long, all the siblings grew an immense liking for Butler, so much so that Michelle decided to let him stay for good. Jimmy Butler was finally able to settle down with a family that cared for him as well. He was successful with basketball his senior year at Tomball High School, attended Tyler Junior College before transferring to play for Marquette. He garnered national attention, and he was a first-round pick in the NBA draft. Despite his troubling childhood, Jimmy Butler was able to find success through hard work. However, the last athlete on the list had a troubling childhood because of unfortunate circumstances that led him to a life of crime. Mike Tyson was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1966 to Lorna Mae Smith and Purcell Tyson, although Mike never met his biological father. His mother married Jimmy Kirkpatrick, who was very involved in gambling. Mike Tyson once said, quote, "My father was just a regular street guy caught up in the street world." Kirkpatrick then abandoned Mike and his family around the time Mike Tyson was born. One of Tyson's first fights was with an older boy named Gary Flowers, who killed one of Mike's pigeons, who was involved in racing pigeons at the time. That's when Tyson knew he was a fighter, but he was involved in a lot of crime at the time too. Tyson had been arrested 38 times already by the time he was 13 years old, having participated in house robberies multiple times. Additionally, what little parental support he had diminished when he was 16 years old, when his mother passed away. By this time though, Cus D'Amato, widely regarded as a legendary boxing coach, started training him. D'Amato also became Tyson's legal guardian when his mother died. D'Amato was the first father figure that Mike had, teaching him discipline while at the same time pushing him towards a boxing career. The rest is history, with Mike Tyson becoming the undisputed world heavyweight champion from 1987 to 1990, along with numerous other accomplishments. In a 2010 interview, Tyson said, quote, "I only know I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in prison for murder. I'm supposed to be dead by now, have AIDS or something." The reporter then asked, quote, "Never thought you'd make it to 40? Before Mike responded with, "I never thought I'd make it to 25, man." Let these 5 athletes be a testament to greatness. They pushed through many different forms of difficult childhoods, and they truly are inspirations to billions of people. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy other sorts of sports related content, it would mean so much if you went ahead and subscribed to help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Furthermore, make sure to like the video and comment which athlete was your favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.